Genghis Khan, the fierce Mongol warlord, was known for his brutal and effective military strategies. He united the Mongol tribes and conquered vast swaths of Asia and Europe. One of his most intriguing tactics, often overlooked, was the cat strategy. Like a feline predator, Genghis Khan's forces employed cunning, patience, and calculated aggression to outmaneuver their opponents. The cat strategy involved a combination of psychological warfare, deception, and strategic retreats. The Mongols would feign weakness, lure their enemies into traps, and then unleash a devastating counterattack. This approach often left adversaries confused and demoralized, leading to their swift defeat. The cat strategy was not just about brute force. It was about outsmarting the enemy and striking at the most opportune moment. The success of the Mongols under Genghis Khan can be largely attributed to their adaptability and innovative military tactics. The cat strategy was a prime example of this, demonstrating their ability to think outside the box and exploit their enemies' weaknesses. The impact of this strategy resonated throughout history, influencing military thinking for centuries to come. The Siege of Bukhara in 1220 AD provides a vivid illustration of the cat strategy in action. Bukhara, a wealthy trading center in modern-day Uzbekistan, was a coveted prize for the Mongols. Genghis Khan, however, knew that a direct assault would be costly. Instead, he chose a more cunning approach. The Mongols surrounded the city but refrained from a full-scale attack. They allowed a trickle of refugees to escape, carrying tales of Mongol brutality and spreading fear among the populace. This psychological warfare aimed to demoralize the defenders and incite unrest within the city walls. Meanwhile, Genghis Khan sent a smaller force to capture a nearby dam, cutting off Bukhara's water supply. As thirst and despair gripped Bukhara, Genghis Khan made a calculated move. He offered the city's governor and garrison safe passage if they surrendered. Desperate and demoralized, they accepted. Bukhara fell without a major battle, demonstrating the effectiveness of the cat strategy in undermining enemy morale and achieving victory with minimal losses. The Mongols, like a patient cat, had waited for the opportune moment to strike, securing their prey with minimal effort. Samarkand, another jewel of Central Asia, became the next target of Genghis Khan's cat strategy. Learning from the fall of Bukhara, the defenders of Samarkand prepared for a long siege. They fortified their walls, stockpiled supplies, and braced for a Mongol onslaught. However, Genghis Khan had a different plan in mind. The Mongols, instead of launching a relentless assault, engaged in a series of feigned retreats. They would attack with ferocity, then suddenly withdraw, leaving the defenders confused and unsure of their next move. This tactic, akin to a cat playing with its prey, served to exhaust the defenders and erode their confidence. The feigned retreats also allowed the Mongols to gather intelligence about the city's defenses and identify weaknesses. Once they had a clear understanding of the situation, they launched a surprise attack on a weakly defended section of the wall. Samarkand, like its predecessor, fell to the cunning of the cat strategy. The Mongols, through patience and deception, had once again outmaneuvered their opponents. The Battle of Indus in 1221 AD showcased the cat strategy's adaptability in a different kind of conflict. Facing the powerful Khwarazmian army led by Shah Jalal ad-Din Mingburnu, Genghis Khan found himself outnumbered. The open terrain of the Indus River Valley also did not favor the Mongols' traditional cavalry tactics. Instead of engaging in a direct confrontation, Genghis Khan employed a clever ruse. He ordered his troops to scatter and hide along the riverbanks, creating the illusion of a fleeing, disorganized force. This tactic, reminiscent of a cat disappearing into the shadows, lured the overconfident Khwarazmian army into a trap. As the Khwarazmians advanced, believing the Mongols were routed, they were met with a devastating counterattack. Mongol archers, hidden along the riverbanks, unleashed a volley of arrows, decimating the enemy ranks. The Khwarazmian army, caught off guard and surrounded, suffered a crushing defeat. The Battle of Indus demonstrated the cat strategy's versatility, proving effective even when facing numerical superiority in unfavorable terrain. The cat strategy was not limited to large-scale battles. It also proved effective in counterinsurgency operations. After conquering Persia, the Mongols faced resistance from local guerrilla fighters who harassed their supply lines and launched surprise attacks. To counter this threat, Genghis Khan employed a tactic reminiscent of a cat patiently unraveling a ball of yarn. Mongol forces would deliberately withdraw from certain areas, creating a vacuum that encouraged insurgents to regroup. and become complacent. This allowed the Mongols to gather intelligence on the insurgents' strength, location, and tactics. Once they had a clear picture, they would launch targeted strikes, effectively dismantling the insurgency. This approach, combining calculated retreats with precise counterattacks, proved highly effective in pacifying conquered territories. The Mongols, like a cat playing with its prey, allowed the insurgents to expose themselves before delivering a decisive blow. The cat strategy, therefore, was not merely about winning battles, it was about securing long-term control and maintaining stability. Despite its effectiveness, the cat strategy was not without its limitations. Its success relied heavily on the enemy's willingness to fall for its deception and make strategic errors. When confronted with opponents who were cautious, disciplined, and well-informed, the cat strategy could be rendered ineffective. One such instance occurred during the Mongol campaigns against the Mamluks of Egypt. The Mamluks, seasoned warriors familiar with Mongol tactics, refused to be drawn into traps. They maintained a disciplined defense, avoided reckless pursuits, and successfully countered the Mongols' deceptive maneuvers. The Mongol defeat at the Battle of Ain Jalut in 1260 AD marked a significant setback for the empire. It demonstrated that the cat strategy, while highly effective against many opponents, was not a foolproof tactic. Its success depended on a complex interplay of factors, including the enemy's temperament, tactical acumen, and understanding of Mongol warfare. The cat strategy, though conceived centuries ago, continues to hold relevance in modern military thinking. Its principles of deception, psychological warfare, and strategic retreats are echoed in contemporary military doctrines. The use of misinformation, feints, and targeted strikes, all hallmarks of the cat strategy, remain vital components of modern warfare. The concept of asymmetric warfare, where a weaker force utilizes unconventional tactics to outmaneuver a stronger opponent, draws inspiration from the cat strategy's core principles. Guerrilla warfare, cyber warfare, and counter-terrorism operations all employ elements of deception, calculated aggression, and the exploitation of enemy weaknesses, mirroring the cunning approach of Genghis Khan's forces. The cat strategy's enduring relevance lies in its adaptability and focus on outsmarting the opponent. It highlights the importance of psychological factors in warfare, recognizing that victory is not solely determined by brute force, but also by cunning, deception, and the ability to exploit an enemy's vulnerabilities. Genghis Khan's cat strategy stands as a testament to the Mongols' military genius and their ability to adapt to diverse challenges. This cunning approach, characterized by deception, calculated retreats, and psychological warfare, proved remarkably effective in conquering vast territories and subduing numerous adversaries. The cat strategy's legacy extends beyond the Mongol Empire, influencing military thinking throughout history and shaping contemporary warfare doctrines. The enduring relevance of the cat strategy lies in its emphasis on outsmarting the opponent, recognizing that victory is achieved not just through brute force, but also through cunning, deception, and the exploitation of enemy weaknesses. The cat strategy serves as a timeless reminder that adaptability, innovation, and psychological warfare remain crucial elements in achieving military success, regardless of the era or the nature of the conflict.